Hey guys, we're live.
All right. I never like it to go too long because I feel like people get it. They just need a little thing at the beginning and that's it. They don't need a minute, you know?
I think that was one of the cleanest openings we've had, period. That was
Yeah.
You nailed it. You
Textbook.
crushed it.
Best intro too.
Somebody sent me a message on like LinkedIn recently. And was like, does Stoner Morning Show need music? And I was like, no, we have one song.
I never say no to music. If somebody says, "Hey, you want to listen to this?" I go, "Sure."
Well, no, it was. Do we need music? Like,
but they're trying to sell it like we wanted to buy something from them.
Yeah, they wanted to sell it.
I've never spent a dime on artists. Never. I would never do that.
I admire people who are always willing to like listen. Like my friend runs a Baxter, who's been on the show.
Yeah,
he runs a series where he'll play somebody's album.
Yeah.
From front to back and talk with them about it. I wouldn't do that show.
You wouldn't do that show?
No, because what if I don't like the music? Then I got to listen to all of it for like 10, 12, 16, 20 tracks.
Oh, you don't get to pick the album? He forces that upon you?
I think it's a first listen, and it's just a friend and you put their album on. What if you don't like it?
Who's playing sound in the background?
Oh, that's probably me. There's girls basketball on the TV. I'm in a hotel room. Hold on.
Ralph, you can watch TV when you're on the show. Just put it on mute. That should be a rule that if there's something that you want to watch while you're on the show, you're allowed to do it.
You can put it in the baccround? All right. I feel like that's a rule just in case, Sean, you want to watch something in the background. Like you're just making sure you don't, That's what, go ahead.
You just can't have the audio playing. That's all.
Yeah, just no audio. I always am baffled when I see people, especially now. It's so common, like the talk shows. They just have to fill time. So I'm like watching ESPN, and they'll make a comment, and then while the other person's talking, they're texting.
Oh yeah.
Off. I always find that not only baffling, but just like not good. Not good.
You're on TV. You're supposed to be our example.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
Yeah. Oh, but to watch them on our phone, on their phone while we're on our phone? Whoa.
That's mind-blowing.
The sign of the times, everybody.
Hey, I'd like to before we get started, I'd like to send a shout out to Steve Fingerstyles from the podcast. He had us do an interview yesterday. It was really fun and really cool. So check that out. It's probably be out next week on his platform.
Yeah.
What is the theme of that podcast again?
Oh, it's talking about wrestling or video games or MMA or comedy or anything.
You guys have fun, and you guys had fun.
Yeah.
I can't wake up. It was 4 a.m. for me. It was 5 maybe, but 4. That's maddening.
Oh yeah.
Right in the middle of my REM. I was listening to an album of REM. They were great. The whole album.
You guys on together? Or did you guys go on separately?
JQ and I did.
Yeah, we went on together. We just recorded it over Zoom.
It's the podcast. the podcast. It's a good name. Especially if they get really popular, they'd actually be the podcast. The podcast.
Should we? Kevin Sanchez is coming up pretty soon, but should we talk about anger real quick? Because we were talking about it before we went live, and we said we were going to.
Yeah. I had mentioned that I appreciate Ralph's honesty on Facebook, and so I was just asking what his newest recognition was about anger. Or you were saying that you get angry easy, right?
Oh, we can't hear you. And yeah.
Am I out? Can you hear
there
me?
you go.
I think you might be too far away.
I got new headphones and they're being weird. Yeah, the biggest thing is that like I have students sometimes who try to friend me on Facebook and I don't because I'm like, what if I say something that's gonna make them upset? And
Alex, is it windy where you are?
Oh, it's a fan. You can hear the fan. It's hot as balls out here.
Oh yeah.
See,
it is-
and there's also
it is Asia.
I'm visiting. I'm at my girlfriend's house. It's outside. It's like the Queens of Bangkok, and but it's Mosquitosville out here too. So I had the fan just to let me see. Let me try it on a low setting and see if that is too annoying. How's that?
How's
good.
How's it feel for you?
It's not just the heat. I'm trying to keep the mosquitoes off me. Is what it is.
Ah,
So tell me if that's bad. Just let me know. I'll live without it if it is. Ooh, look at it. See, now I got ripples.
Maybe if it blows toward you, it'll be better.
Well,
Can you hear it?
Yeah, we can hear it.
It's so tough. Today I was doing audio for Brian. I'm helping Brian start a video, Brian Elward, called Buddy in Bangkok, and we filmed our first episode today. And I have like a microphone that has the sock over it, the wind sock, but it was just so windy. It was like killed the whole day. It'll work, but I just have to play with the audio now. It's crazy how wind messes audio up. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I realized that it was a really dumb sentence as I was saying it, but it's crazy. It is crazy. I feel like
All right. Well, good talk about anger, guys.
yeah.
Whew. Yeah. Well, is Kevin already here?
He was here, but he left.
Oh.
But he'll be back.
Yeah, Ralph, go ahead. You have the floor. Talk about your anger issues. All right, can I talk about my anger issues right now? Because I can't stand Ralph's voice. The lack of audio in Ralph's new headset. I hope it fits your big head. What? Okay. I don't know why I'm being mean to you. All right. Yeah. Well, now I can hear you. Nope. Now you're muted. Now you're not.
This is a funny show. One for the ledger.
You know what I think it is? I think it's on delay. If you talk, when you talk, it takes a second for it to know that you're talking. That's my guess. Hey, Sean, you had a great intro though. We had the best intro. We had the cleanest of the beginning. The first 30 seconds was the best 30 seconds.
We had it. Yeah, we did have it at one point.
It's when it's. Oh, go ahead, Ralph. Oh. I used to play sports a lot, and I'd play basketball, and sometimes you get in the groove, or even comedy, right? You get in that groove where you're just in that moment, and just everything is flowing, and then you recognize that you're in that moment, and it's like you're on a surfboard, and you just.
Oh yeah.
Now I could sit in it a little bit longer. But I remember especially basketball, man.
That's why when you're learning sports or any skill, the repetition is key because you have to. It's the motor memory, but it's also sort of like you're used to doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
You have to do it. You're used to doing it.
And oddly enough, but I agree with you. And I think as I get older, I also think the more times that you get in the zone, that might happen more often than not.
Yeah.
The more times you get in the zone, the more you have that muscle memory, so that when you get in there, you don't get knocked out, or it's easier to get back into it.
Right.
That's what I think.
Hey, we should talk about the elephant in the room.
What's that?
Weed's legal.
Oh,
this week.
Yeah, we should. Jeez, that's like a huge. Right.
Ralph, your audio is still a problem, just because I saw your mouth moving, but you weren't. Yeah, guys, tell me about it. They even said you could smoke on the street.
I haven't.
I heard that was a joke. Sorry, Ralph. Sean.
I haven't done it yet. Smoke down the street. I know it's a possible thing, but yeah, nothing seems changed. Although I was talking with JQ and our buddy on the podcast yesterday. It was like people, right when they announced that it was probably going to happen, people were talking about cannabis lounges.
Yeah.
Like they are already talking about it.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Which, we're a few months away from. What do you got, Ralph? Can we hear you?
Still low.
Yeah, there you are.
Can you hear me well, or is it low?
It's low, but.
Crap. I wish I could figure that out.
And now you're hearing a fan, right, Sean? Is that the order? I'm going to do this. Let me see if I can do
I
this.
don't hear it
I'm
as
not
much.
hearing a fan.
Oh, good.
Ralph will just have to project a little, I guess. I watched Tombstone the other night. This is,
Mm.
I mean, this is a whole longer conversation. I watched Tombstone and I was like, oh, this is a good movie. I'll watch it again. I don't think I'd ever seen it before. I think that was the first time I saw it.
That was the first time.
And
It was.
and I know people love that movie, but the movie's kind of stupid.
Go on. Tell me more about it.
All it is two rival groups of dudes saying, we're going to come back. Or don't, you know what I mean? Or like,
We're going to get you.
we're going to, yeah. Or we're going to be back. No, we're coming to you. And like, that's the whole thing. It's conversations of like where people are going, kind of.
Tombstone is Val Kilmer is Doc Holliday and he's sick, right?
Yeah.
The whole time?
Yeah.
And was it Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell, yeah.
And who's he? What's that famous guy?
He plays Wyatt Earp.
Oh, Wyatt Earp. Yeah.
Wyatt Earp.
But also the whole shit started is because it was like these law guys came to town. It's like, hey, we're not law guys anymore. And there were criminals everywhere. And the law guys were like, we're not going to do anything about it. We're retired. So the whole movie is about how they're
avoiding work.
They're bad at being law guys. Russell was the only one who survived. Like, they're not good. But I know people love it.
It's like a Tarantino movie. Everybody dies.
I do remember, like, Val Kilmer was. I think that was why it stuck out. Like, I don't think. I think everybody knew that Doc Holliday was sick, but the way he played it was pretty dope. Nobody had seen it that way, right?
No, he was good in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think consumption was a big thing back then.
What was
consumption? Tuberculosis.
Oh,
I think you lose your lungs. I think in that.
Yeah.
I like that Jay called it consumption.
Yeah.
Like we live in the Old West. Like.
Jay, feel free to reach out to Kevin and let him know that we're, ready.
I'll get him.
Yeah.
You guys hear me snapping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So, all right. While we're getting Kevin, do you want to see if we could hear about anger?
Oh, sure.
I'm already pretty upset. No, I just, I'm like, it's just something I'm learning about myself more and more, that I'm like, social media will bring it out of me for some reason, but it's everywhere in my life. I just get angry really fast. I don't realize that it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's intense. And many, I think it's like, the reason I realized it, because I like did an Enneagram. Does everybody do one of those personality type tests? Enneagram.
Okay.
And like the type I got is like what Anya describes to me all the time. I didn't really know, which is like also, it's not a rare type, but you get angry pretty easily, and then when you do, it's like very big, and everybody can see it, especially people close to you. It's like it's just I don't know.
What's it called? Because when you said it, I thought you said an Enneagram, and I thought it was just your girlfriend is giving you a test to tell you you're getting angry too quick.
Well, it's called an Enneagram. It's just like a kind of personality test. I think there's two big ones in the country, in America at least. The Myers.
Is it like Myers-Briggs?
It's a personality type like Myers-Briggs, but it's not Myers-Briggs. But it's like probably the other most popular one. I think like a lot of employers use it.
Mm-hmm.
And the one I got was the 8, and that one is defined by its anger. So I'm just like trying to sort through that, because it's like, it's a hindrance, it's a block in my life. I'm trying to figure out how to work through it.
I've always thought, my newer thought, I never read this, but maybe somebody else could eloquate it better than me, but I've been having the thought where like emotions, it's just a good gauge of where we are, it doesn't mean that it's applicable, say, to the conversation, right? Emotion, I think logic should always outweigh emotion, but emotion is a way for us to process where we're at. So like sadness, I think sadness is a good example, right? Where sadness is actually like a loss. Usually you have a loss of something and there's a sadness. So the anecdote to that would be like appreciation, right? To the things that you have. And so anger to me, I think, is like a hurt, right? We get angry when we get hurt. And so then there's the idea of like, why are we trying to protect ourselves?
Yeah,
You know, that's what I thought, where it's not so much that it's actually really happening, but you look at your life and you go, why did that hurt me? And what do I have to do to protect myself from that, right?
Yeah. What's up,
I
Kevin?
just want to say it's really funny to come on when people are talking about like anger and emotions and to be like,
I'm just happy I'm not the only guy here with sunglasses.
yeah.
I was gonna say you look like me on a good day.
Nah, you look beautiful, brother.
Thank you very much.
What is that noise? Is that you,
Yeah.
Pascal? Is
Yeah, I
that
think
you,
you're-
Ralph Jean-Pierre?
You guys still hearing the noise?
Yeah, there was a
You
real
were shuffling your computer and
Oh, so sorry. Yeah.
How y'all boys doing this morning?
Kevin, you look posted up in bed. That you look.
Listen, I just woke up 10 minutes ago. I came to the chat early.
Yeah.
Nobody was here. And I said, you know what? I got 10 minutes to give myself my own rub and tug. I did that because I didn't want to come with that kind of, you know, that energy when you don't jerk off?
absolutely.
I didn't want to do that to y'all this morning.
Oh, is that the secret?
I appreciate
That's the
that.
secret.
That's
Wow.
the secret. That's the secret to the show. I had a girl try to break up with me like 10 as soon as I woke up this morning. It's like I don't understand what possesses people. Like that's a 3 p.m. conversation, not an 8 a.m. conversation.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I agree with you. It's a real
Yeah,
heavy way to start off the day. You want to get, and also very like, what were you dreaming about?
huh?
And on a Saturday.
On a Saturday, why you trying to ruin my motherfucking Saturday for a bit? Yo, ruin my Sunday so I can hate Monday. Don't
Yeah.
ruin my Saturday. What's wrong with you? I don't understand, bro. Yo,
How early you think she woke up? Because I feel like that's not a right away wake up thing. You know, you do need a couple hours, right?
you know what I think she did, bro? I think she wrote the message out the night before, and she was like, if I really want to send this, then I'm gonna send it. Right? She slept on it. And then instead of me reading it, saw the paragraph, reading it, and being like, you know what? She probably slept on it. Let me give myself a few hours to respond. No, not me. That's not what I do. What do? I just I started fucking responding. My Twitter fingers was happening.
Well,
Kevin, how long you been dating this girl that she's breaking up with you via text?
What's wild is we're not dating.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
We're not really dating, but I don't know. She was like, you know, New York City opened up, and I'm just a lot more. I'm a lot busier than I anticipated. I mean, the last 8 months I wasn't doing shit. You know.
Well,
And
Kevin, give us her number so we can have her on and ask her what her side.
Hey,
What's
Kevin, you know we do gratitude calls. Just saying.
Oh, sure.
We'll call her and give you a big up.
listen, I would do it. I kind of want to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of wanted to fly off the rails, but I'm not gonna do that to her. She's a sweet individual. She's honestly she's in the right. I just like to complain. I'm a professional complainer.
That's fine.
Do it well.
It is an odd text to get in the morning.
Yeah, but I should have took my time before answering. Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, and you do look rested.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the sunglasses are hiding a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, your soul.
My soul, my
Yeah.
red eyes. You guys don't want to see none of that shit. I'm dry. I got no weed.
Mm.
Oh no.
Oh,
The powerful Sean Wickens gave me an edible the other day.
Yeah.
And I took it in the middle of a date,
Oh,
Yeah. And then I
Good time.
forgot I took the edible.
yeah.
And I'm just saying all types of crazy shit. I'm like, yo, why am I talking like this? B? Why are the clouds forming around her head? Oh, Sean Wickens gave me an edible.
But
I'm flying off the rails now.
well, did it work? Maybe it unlocked the true you. Maybe she got to see like your exact essence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe, yo.
Boiled down Sanchez.
Somehow this show just turned on to a date with all four of us on with Kevin.
That would be an interesting premise.
Yeah.
To bring all your friends on a video date with your girlfriend while you're out on a date.
That'd be fucking. That's something I'm into right there. It's like a streaming bukkake. It's like a Zoom bukkake. I like that.
I don't think I know what everyone in here's dating life is like. Like when they were like courting, when they were out dating. Like what? I wish I could know what everybody's like strategy is, what their approach is, what their vibe is. I'm.
I'll tell you.
That.
I can tell you what because I consciously do it now. Is when I go out with a girl, I take her to do something that I want to do that I would have done anyway, and that I'm not going to do anything. I used to bring her to like a nice restaurant and I would tell myself it wasn't for her, but I want a shared experience with this woman.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized that I rarely do that. So I just want to have her part of like show her like I'm not going to do anything to impress her is really what it's going to be, except be myself.
Okay.
That's what I try to do. Just not impress her whatsoever. Also saves me money. It saves me a lot of money. It saves me a lot of money.
What is something that you like? You look like a bar guy. You look like you rather go to a dive bar, have a couple of drinks.
I can do all that because I do like nice restaurants, but I just rarely do it, or I just don't want her to expect it. Right when everything gets to normal, so it would be it would bring her to a comedy show if I can. I would, or just go to a bar and just have a couple drinks, or go to my friend's house. Honestly, it's literally what I was gonna do that night.
Wait, whoa! You ask a girl to go to your friend's house?
Yeah, if I want to, if I want to go hang out.
Is your friend like Elon Musk or some shit like that? Like, no,
it's just hard to get weed in Thailand, so you gotta go where it is.
Wait, are you in Thailand? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a good way to do it. Like, I'm just gonna do this. You want to roll with?
Mm-hmm.
I like
That's
that.
it.
Yeah, I have no expectations when I'm on dates. I don't know where I learned that shit from, but I had that since I was 15. I just didn't. I thought everybody sounded like losers to me when they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you out." It sounds very PC now, but like when I was 15, that was the wave. Like, "Oh, you take a girl out, she's gonna go back to your place if you play your cards right." I was like, for some reason, maybe it's because I was a pussy and I didn't have that I don't have that persistent energy to like
the closer mentality.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. I've been lucky with girls. My whole life. I've been lucky with girls. I've been blessed.
Kevin thinks the closer mentality is just closing the door after they leave.
Fuck out of here. Nah, I don't like expectations on a date. It also is boring, yo. Like, if the end goal is just, oh, she comes back to my place, and like, what if I don't even want expectations? I don't want a chick back. Honestly, I'd rather be after the date, just go home, eat a bunch of M&Ms in my bed and smoke, than the fuck and then tell her, man, can you leave?
You don't tell her ahead of time that she's gonna leave. You tell her after.
You know what? I start making references to like I got a big day in the morning. You know, like, hey, I got I got nothing to do, but like, hey man, I gotta go see my moms and shit. So just and then they always know the drill. They know that I don't want them there.
What'd you use this morning? Hey, I gotta go on to start a morning show this morning, so you gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm doing a show. It's called Stoner Morning Show. Nobody believes I do real things because I say shit like that.
You got to stop eating edibles from Sean.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Real quick,
I gotta tell these guys where I saw you though, because it was pretty funny. Like Kevin and Josh, they were running a mic / stand-up show, open mic, a few blocks north of me, and I rolled up early, and these guys were out front pouring liquor into a ginger ale bottle.
I felt
See,
like
now
a
if you-
degenerate that day. Go ahead.
Now, if you take a girl out on a date like that, where you hand her a ginger ale bottle full of alcohol, she knows what's up now. If she's,
Well,
if she's,
you know what's the trick to making that feel good? You don't do it like me and Josh is doing it in a corner like some crackheads.
Yeah.
You go to a park and you bring a blanket, and all of a sudden it's a picnic.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden we got some sandwiches, we got drinks. I'm a thoughtful man.
I say do it in the corner like crackheads, but just have a blanket with you.
That's a special white girl. That's a white girl named Amber who lets you do that shit.
Oh, I love ginger ale.
Yeah.
No, like pouring the liquor in the corner, bro. Like that. That's a special white. That's a white girl with finger tattoos, bro.
Kevin, what have you been up to lately? You're on a new podcast, right?
Yeah, I'm on a podcast on Gas Digital called Doped Up and Dying. We just started. We've gotten some good guests. We're going to continue to get good guests. And we're going through the kinks right now to make it a really good show.
Sweet.
Yeah, man. But thank you, fam.
I've checked it out before. It's pretty cool.
Thank you, bro. We're trying to yeah, man, because you know these pods, I don't want to ever talk about stand-up comedy on a podcast anymore. Nobody gives a fuck. It's just a niche group of people. I don't want open micers to be total fans of me. I want them to be like jealous and hateful.
Yeah. All right. I like it.
No, I'm playing. I want they're your first fans. Not for real though. Like
sure.
I love seeing a group of new comics. I'm like, oh shit, this is just gonna be like a regular mic for me, son. It's just a bunch of new guys. A regular show, I should say. Like, there's just a bunch of new dudes. Look, I'm doing it right now. Why am I talking about comedy? Who gives a fuck, son?
You got sucked into it.
I got sucked in. I guess because I'm a nerd about it. So, like, I want to talk about it. But, like, yeah, man, I'd rather talk about how, like, I survived an abortion and shit, you know?
You just dodging hangers? What do you
well, I was like, I really dead ass survived. I was supposed to be a twin. And my mom in 1990, I guess, you know, medical field wasn't up to speed.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't hear those dual hearts, and they sucked out my little sister.
Your better half.
My better half.
Mm.
My better half. You know, they try to water down the story for me.
Uh-huh.
Tell me.
You want to hear what the original story was when I found out I was a twin?
Yeah.
They didn't want to tell me the truth that I was a survived abortion. So my mom was like, yeah, you ate your sister.
Oh shit.
I'm like, so I lived around like, damn, yo, I was like a cannibal, yo. Like I was so fucking it didn't bother me, but I did think about it a few. Like, am I a crazy person? You know, am I gonna have some weird issues later on?
You know what? It's funny because we're connected to you. Like we're in the same circle. So for us, that's like, oh man, that sounds horrible that your mom would do that to you. That sounds cruel. But if we were friends with your mom, we'd be like, that's a brilliant idea.
I should have told my kid that.
Yeah.
Yo, oh shit, man. So you said you're in Thailand?
Yeah.
So like, do you because everyone smokes over there, right? Like smoke cigarettes all day, right?
Yeah.
Do you think the habit is crazier now than it's ever been?
No, there's less. The less kids. There is a lot less kids smoking here than even just like 2 years ago. The first time I was here, so I see that. But they're just so cheap, and I end up smoking like these. They're smaller. You could buy them smaller. So I get the lung cancer one. You don't get a brand. You just get the one with lung cancer on. I order. And but they're like smaller, and they're cheap. They're only like $2. That's the problem. Because they were like 15 in New York, so I was smoking a pack a week, and now I could smoke a pack a day.
A day. if you want
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
And I could tell myself they're smaller, so it's healthier.
Well, they are smaller.
They are, yeah.
It's
So
like-
it is less.
Yeah.
When I have a real cigarette now, I feel like I'm working. The amount of effort that goes into it, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
When Lex smokes a full cigarette, he gets mad at his boss. He feels like he's working.
Yo, Ralph. First of all, I like the way we're doing this. By the way, where it's just like almost like a pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
I
Yeah.
was just thinking, why don't we publish these as podcasts? I was just thinking that the other day. Anyway, it's probably a
Ralph, I got a
Bring
question
up
for
at the
you, bro.
meeting.
How's the tour life going, bro? Like you doing the van tour right now, boy.
Well, let me tell you, not to bring up stand-up comedy again, but Anya and I went to the opening of Austin Creek and the Cave.
Yeah.
What was it, last night?
That place is beautiful inside, man. I
Nights
seen
ago.
pictures.
Is Rebecca running it?
Rebecca Trent running it.
Very nice.
And I got to meet her, and I was very nervous. I'd never met her before. And yeah, we saw the opening, and Ali Sadiq was the opener. That guy's a fucking great comic, dude.
Yeah, he's great.
Holy shit,
really
that guy's a good comic.
Mm-hmm.
And Cypher Sounds was there. Kevin, has anybody told you look like Cypher Sounds, Kevin?
Don't disrespect me like that, bro.
You look like a young, handsome Cypher Sounds.
I'm tired of people comparing me to ugly dudes. No disrespect to Cypher Sounds, but if Cypher Sounds looked like me and was DJing the way he DJs, he'd be divorced 3 times.
He'd be a big star.
Maybe a better.
Wait, he was there. Cypher was there. Some other comic,
maybe-
Dylan, something.
Maybe a better way to say it would be, Kevin, you look like a slightly more handsome Cypher Sounds.
I'm
Slightly.
much more handsome.
There you go.
Kevin looks like like he's so adorable. He looks like a baby when you put the fake beard on your face. You ever see a baby when they sponge it up? Yeah, that's how adorable.
Charcoal.
I appreciate-
Charcoal it in.
I appreciate you guys, yo.
Yeah.
Listen, don't interact with my 22% gay. I don't. It'll get crazy out here.
Dude, have you seen Kevin in a full beard though? Kevin in a full beard and like no hair on top, dude, is fierce.
Yo,
I just seen a picture.
OVO.
This just
Yeah.
turned into the makeover section of Stoner Morning Show, where we tell Kevin to go back to his previous
Go
look.
back to your previous look. Nah, I can't, man. You see, this is why you can't hang out with men. You need female energy in your life. Because every female I know is like, yo, daddy, that's the girls I'm with.
Yeah.
Yo, daddy, I like the new hairstyle. I
Yeah.
like actually, they want my beard back, but I'm not listening to these hoes either. I'm
Really,
trying
it just
to-
seems like you're just reinforcing your own opinion. Just
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
accept
all the time.
things you
So,
like.
like,
and not
Yeah.
I take a little bit of what y'all say that was complimentary, and
Yeah.
I take a little bit of what they say that was complimentary, and I ignore the rest.
Well, yeah,
I don't know. I feel like if you grow out your beard, you'd look like you could join Al Qaeda.
I could. Okay, and I'm be chopping heads off.
yeah.
Non-stop. That's the job I want if I'm gonna work for Al Qaeda. I want to just sever. I was in the army, and I think I could do it.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
think-
you were
I
probably
think you
Like,
could
where'd
do it too.
you were trained
Where'd
to.
you go? Where'd you travel in the army?
Mostly in the States. I did a couple of things. I was with the Old Guard, which was in DC.
It sounds like Kevin was in the fake army, because he's like, yeah, we moved around a little bit. We did some things in the U.S.
You were in the Salvation
There
Army.
were some things. There was a
I
lot
wore an
of,
outfit.
huh?
I feel like he was in Game of Thrones, where he just part of,
That's not far off. I was
Protecting the
around
wall.
a lot of 5-star generals and
shit.
some people powerful people from different countries.
Hmm.
I know that's hard to believe because I talk
No.
in accent right now, but like if you saw me 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't have this. I just became myself like last month.
But you also probably,
congratulations, by
You were
Transition.
you were the guy in the room not talk. You were the guy in the room not talking.
Well, until my last year,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
started running a squad.
What does your accent sound like? Can you do a little revert for us?
Not really. I can't do. I really can't do it anymore.
Clean it up for the white man. Clean it up for
It's
the
just
white man.
what it was. Yeah. Like I feel like I'm going through like a weird identity crisis because it just became awesome to be exactly where I came from. Right? Like I'm from Spanish Harlem, right? I grew up there. The only thing I'm trying to change right now is that I'm trying to stop saying the N-word. Which is very honestly is very difficult for me because I grew up saying that like people like white guys say dude or bro or bruv or boss.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to say it. Huh?
What's the catalyst for that? What is the change? Is it?
Well, here's the thing. I use it as a crutch as a comedian. Right. So when I'm bombing, I'm like, okay, let's make it very uncomfortable. This light-skinned Spanish because this light-skinned Spanish guy's gonna be saying. But now I don't know. I might go back to just saying it because I don't know if I'm doing it to save white people's feelings, and that's bothering me now. Right? Like I don't know if I want to stop saying the N-word because white people feel uncomfortable. Right? And I want to sell to them too.
I used to be comfortable saying it, and now I don't know if it's just I gotten so far out of the New York and hip hop culture, or it's just also I think there is that like recognition that I'm not, that even if I'm Puerto Rican and grew up next to brothers in New York, I just don't anymore. I just don't.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, you seem like. I didn't know you were even Puerto Rican right now. I thought
exactly. So I can't. It's not like you get an NCAS card either that I get to pull out of my wallet if I do drop it and be like, no, it's all right. It was issued by the brothers in New York. And yeah.
But here's the thing though, like it wasn't even like you see that's why I don't like. That's some white shit. That's some white shit where it's like, oh, brothers gave me the permission. We didn't have to have permission, right? I'm Dominican from Harlem, baby.
Exactly.
That comes with the territory. I'm gonna just like the way our heads. That wasn't even a derogatory term, right? I didn't even know it was considered racist to the 4th grade.
Right.
Right.
You never saw somebody cringe when it was said.
Never. The only time I saw what happened, I have one of my brothers. He's not my blood brother, but we grew up together, and his mother's my godmother. He grew up in the same neighborhood I did, except he has blonde hair, blue eyes, and he's Puerto Rican. Now, around all of us, he was saying nigga all day, right? And then one day, we went to my grandmother's house to play ball. We went to go see my grandmother. We were playing ball.
Yeah.
We were in the Bronx, and nobody knows him there. They know us, but they don't know him. And he said, y'all, hey, nigga, you found me, right? And then I swear to God, for the first time ever, 3 Puerto Ricans turned around like, what the fuck you just say? And then we were like, no, he's from where we from.
Yeah.
And somehow, as soon as I said that, everything calmed down. That was the first time I ever saw anyone get offended by it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's so fun because the thing about it, like if a white person says, well, even we're not really gonna take it, but like the thing about it is, I think it really comes down to who's willing to fight you over it. If you say it, if somebody says the N-word and then some black people or some brown people are like, what the fuck are you doing? And that person backs down, then they shouldn't have been saying it. But if the person's willing to fight you over it, it's because, yeah, I've been saying this my whole life. And like, I feel like everybody's going to respect that. They may not agree with it at the end of the day, but if you want to fight over it, like, let's square up because you don't know where I'm from. And, you know what I mean?
got tired of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ralph.
No. I that's because, you know, I'm from New York. Like, it's new to me. It's funny because I'm like, there's all these black people who are against it, and I'm like, they're not from New York. They're not real black people. That's wrong. That's wrong. But you know,
but I know what you're saying. Yeah,
we don't know anything else.
And I feel like when I started getting outside of New York and traveling and stuff, that's when I felt like I just lost it, especially having to explain how it is there. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So when you're,
Lex and I did some shows in Providence like 2 years ago. And it's funny, like when I started telling people here in New York, I was like, oh, we're going to Providence. That's the first time I ever heard that region of the country described as very racist. And I was like, oh, really? But we were at an open mic and we heard somebody use the word, and half of the crowd booed, half didn't. And I think we talked to them afterwards about why it was weird, right, Lex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dude wasn't he like he was a black dude, right? Wasn't he?
No,
or
it,
light
was a
skin?
it was a white woman.
Ooh.
Oh
I don't
wow.
remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
She was. I feel like she was like trying to see who was into some race play shit.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? You ever seen that porn category?
No.
I've seen them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen them all.
Sure.
Yeah, like one time I was watching interracial porn
Yeah.
and and then she just dropped it. She was like, "Give me that dick,"
Right.
and I was just like, "I know I shouldn't come to this." But I mean, I never came harder.
Wow.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
come harder to gangbangs and stuff like that. But like,
Thanks for sharing.
Cocky.
Hey, well, we all have our things, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought you were going to describe race, not interracial porn, but race play type porn, where there would be like two white people, but they pretend to be Indian. That's what I thought, that's what I thought the kind of porn would be.
That's race play porn.
That's what I meant. Yeah, race play porn. Yeah.
Does
Yo, can I-
anybody else have?
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, Kevin.
No. I've been talking so much. My bad, guys.
No, we
I
love
like
it.
tentacle porn.
Tentacle porn. Is that like some Hatari shit? Like some yeah?
Anime.
Yeah.
Some
I
anime.
like
That
shit?
head. Yeah.
Talk about it, Jay. Well, how did you discover it? Where did the love come from?
Just because I like octopus and and there's pussy, octopussy, tentacle porn.
Oh.
It's great.
There's I'm gonna send you a porn star, dude. She has an octopus on her ass cheeks, and then the tentacles from her asshole all around the ass cheeks is one of the most beautiful done pieces of art
I want to see
I've ever
this.
seen.
I've seen her.
Yeah, and she does like straight, like with no lubrication, which is always interesting to me.
Wow.
I think that's a completely indicative of what this show is that Kevin describes something that is pretty lewd, pretty not vile, but it's pretty out there. And to commiserate for Sean to say, I've also seen it. He raised his hand like a student.
I just wanted to be seen. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey,
There was a
Kevin. We have our next guest coming up pretty soon.
Oh.
But
okay.
Kevin, what are you all doing now? You're doing live shows and Mac Almanac.
The Mac Almanac is on hold until I find a good producer.
Oh, got it.
But we're gonna get back on it real soon.
It's a great premise. Dudes talking about dating. It's good.
Well, we're gonna switch it up a little bit because it's too much of our stories and like we're nobodies. So like, but I love dating, bro. I love the dating game, if you will. I love the thought processes for men and women and like what they're thinking, what they wish they did. So I want to get into like just getting people on and having them describe their date life.
Yeah.
And any weird stories. But I also got Doped Up and Dying on Gas Digital.
Yeah.
Well, it's about to get picked up by Gas Digital.
Hmm.
And, so it's called Doped Up and Dying. And now it's just it's kind of like this. It's like, except we watch either like something like a cartoon you fucked with heavy that you're passionate about, and we just comment through it. And yeah, check it out. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I love it.
Dude, thanks for coming on. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
No, Kevin, you should check out our next guest coming up, Big T. He's having a 1 gram challenge today over at his house in Rockaway.
Me and Big T gonna do something soon. Big T
gonna
do something soon.
Dude, I want to hit you up too
Awesome.
about that dating thing. If you're still doing that, I'm gonna hit you up.
Fucking
I'll tell you how it is in Bangkok. All right.
Okay, I got you.
Cool.
Nice. All right. See you, Kevin.
You guys have a good one.
Brother.
I'm gonna mute myself, but I'm gonna listen to the next guy.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. The way Lex said bye to Kevin, I almost thought Lex was going to leave. It was alarming.
It's like mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anya says hello.
Hey, what's up, Anya?
What's
Anya
up,
always wants to be on
Anya?
the show.
Well, Ralph, we didn't
Jasmine.
talk about comedy that much. You started talking about what you're doing in Austin, and then we diverted. Do you have anything else to?
Oh, not really. We did some outdoor shows, but mostly we just stuck around to see the opening of Creek in the Cave, and we saw it, and it was cool. Apparently, Godfrey was there too, but he didn't go on stage. Yeah, it was cool. It's Austin. I'm pretty certain Austin's going to be the hottest comedy city for the next 10 years.
Seems like that, right? It seems like there's
it's
a lot of
crazy here. Like every comic we've met, and we met a ton of them, they're all like, "Yeah, just moved here last month."
Wow.
Tons of them. Creek and Cave is opening. Apparently, Joe Rogan's going to open a club in like 2-3 months as well.
yeah, and they already had some good clubs, right?
Yeah, they already have good clubs. There's lots of mics. There's a lot of comics. Yeah, dude.
Interesting.
This city is about to be something. And then, yeah, and I'm also like, it's weirding me out and scaring me that I don't know what New York is like right now. What are you noticing, Sean? That you're the only one there right now.
I did 2 open mics this past week. Things are like somewhat normal-ish or getting on the verge, you know. And I got I'm fully vaccinated as of like a week ago, so I'm like feel all right, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It might be a weird summer.
How did it feel going on stage?
We'll be back hopefully.
You hadn't. How long had you not been on stage? And yeah, that's good.
Well, we did outdoor shows, you know, in like
right. Yeah.
as late as November. So
yeah.
So do you think that's the longest stretch that you had been not on stage? From November till now?
Yeah.
It's like 5 months.
I don't know. I did a show in Mississippi in June or July. So that was March to June-ish from last year. I don't know.
Okay.
I also didn't feel like, I don't know, there's some comedians who are like, oh, I need to get out there. I've been pent up. I mean, we've been doing this. It's like, it's a different kind of outlet, you know?
Yeah.
I gotta say, I also miss improv like crazy. I really miss it bad. I don't think I've ever taken improv for granted. I've always loved improv, but lately I'm just like, man, I need to get in there, face to face. I need it.
Okay, Big T is here, and let's bring him in. He sent me some treats recently. Oh, and I have his shirt on.
Yeah, I didn't go down and get my shirt yet.
Well, it's here.
Oh, love the shirt.
Yeah. What's up?
Can you see me?
Not yet.
No.
We can hear you.
But we're close.
Hold on. I think I just hit the wrong button. I'm the fucking worst with the Zoom. I haven't really been doing the Zoom. I know everyone and their mother is.
Are you Kevin Sanchez?
What's up, Kevin?
He said he was going to. Now you scared him away.
Well, the guy,
he's been listening.
Big T was like, "I'm coming on," and then Kevin Sanchez came on right at that moment. I was like, "Holy!"
I thought he was going to come on and help him out. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
What's up, T?
How you guys doing?
Good. Great backdrop.
Good.
Great shirt and everything.
Yeah.
I got the new color.
Best backdrop of the show.
Yeah.
I got the new colors in today. I got the mint chip one on.
Ooh.
Gold, some fucking like red wine, red, and I think they gave me the same blue color.
So,
well, thanks for.
So let's talk about what. Oh, go for it, Sean.
Well, I was just gonna say thanks for the stuff you sent. I 1/4 of a sugar cookie rocked me and made Tombstone difficult for me to watch. I couldn't follow it.
Yeah, they usually take around 30 minutes to cook in the oven, and I sit there outside the oven too, and I watch the pizza cook.
Yeah. How long have you been messing around with cooking and baking THC?
Shit, I would have to say 4 years ago, maybe, around, give or take.
Yeah.
Of just random. Just started. Like, I was always just smoking fucking cannons, blunts, and fucking bongs, and then edibles started becoming more popular. I was eating them more. I was like, you know what, I could do this. And I had a crock pot from when I used to work for UPS. They used to give you free things when you would work safe. And I just held on to it. It was a smaller one. And that was my first batch. And it was a lot of trial, knock on wood, not too much error. Because if you just read and research, it's following directions when you bake. That's the only time in life I follow rules. You know what I mean? Like people fuck up HelloFresh. Like, no, you're not a bad cook. You're illiterate. You know what I mean? Just follow the rules, moron.
Yeah.
Just follow the fucking directions. Stop saying my mom didn't hug me and now I do what I want. No, stop. Just follow the directions, and I love it, man. And I try to make them as strong as possible. And there's it's crazy. Like, people lie about the milligrammage. Those people should be shot. You know what I mean? Like, you're not fooling anyone. And then you got people making CBD, which is like $100 a pound, and they're not even putting CBD in the medicine. You know what I mean? You're using weed, which is more money, and you're making okay edibles, right? Instead of strong ones, you're another asshole. Okay, curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
Anything you want.
Also,
Yeah.
Just talking about octopus asshole.
Is there a technique that we're missing that can make it a stronger? What can make, if we're doing some home cooking, what can make it stronger? Like you said, is it just the product?
no, you take they sell these little like silicone boxes, but you can also use a tray or a pan, and around 250 degrees for like 30, 35 minutes. Everyone has a different science, and you decarbon the weed at that point, deoxylation, something along those lines. And you're taking the THC and you turn it to THCA. You can do it the old school way, like, hey, I'm mixing butter, some brownie mix, and weed. And then, you're going to get high, but you're leaving a lot of percentages of milligram on the table. Now you're almost maximizing the strength. And then also, I add sunflower lecithin. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's non-GMO, it's organic, and it helps our body absorb nutrition. So let's say you have that, it's absorbing the THC even more, so you feel like it's stronger. But let's say you had a spinach salad for lunch. Now you're absorbing more of the nutrients from the spinach and everything else. Oh. So like sort of helps you plus absorb more THC. So those little secrets, and plus I use a lot. Like I said, I'm not greedy. You know what I mean? Like I want people to be like, oh shoot, I was in the Boy Scouts when I was younger. I was molested. I have a treat. Now I forget. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to help people forget childhood trauma and whatever else ails you,
What was that thing? What was that thing called again that you add to it? The additive thing?
So I was just waking up and having my 19 cups of coffee and my big cup of water.
Yeah.
Sunflower lecithin. It's like something. And it's non-GMO. It's organic, and it's like something derived from sunflower plant, and it helps your body absorb nutrition and THC quicker.
I'll be able to Google sunflower something.
It's right up. Yeah, it's like sunflower LEC, like ETIN, something like along those lines. It comes up. It's on Amazon.
Oh, good.
And a half a teaspoon for one batch, and when you decarb it also, and you can just use a simple crock pot method. I would say go to my TikTok and check it out, but they're censoring me over there. There's little girls half naked. Me just putting a stick of butter in a crock pot with some bud, they take the video down. It's like, come on.
No, it sucks.
That really sucks.
Maybe if we could get her to do it.
Yeah. I should have a half naked 10-year-old with some popular songs stirring it, and then I'd be good.
I'll go with on age.
I love seeing you cook because most of the time you're hanging out with your mother. and she seems like a really cool person. She's a really
yeah, my mom's the best, man. And that just happened organically. She was off show one day and she kept running on the camera and the guest was like, yo, man, your mom's a trip. She's the best. I kept like laying the seed and I'm like, no, what? Let me just have my mom on. We always get along. She's awesome, and people love her, man. I love her. She's fucking the best. She's out to lunch in a good way. You know what I mean? Like she even challenged. I'm sorry.
Was she cool with you smoking when you were younger? Like, did she know that you were hanging out with friends and getting stoned and stuff?
Well, they smelt it. I wasn't going outside. When we moved from Brooklyn to Rockaway, we lived in a small bungalow, which is like a glorified shed. And they gave me this like front room of it, which had a second door. And I was always just smoking. People coming over. We play Madden on PlayStation for blunts. There'd be like 10 people in there. And like, I'd lose the first game on purpose just so I could sit back and smoke everyone else's blunt and collect their money.
When I was a kid, none of my friends had any of those high-end video game systems. So when we played Madden, I would just go over to a buddy's house and we were just doing impersonations of John Madden. That was
when you get high, like you're playing the game so much, you start saying like, oh, what can you tell me about R.W. McCorders, John? And like you're just quoting this fucking game of like the stupid shit they say. But it was the best. My mom, listen, she used to do my homework. It's not like I became the person I am. I was always a fucking animal since I was a kid. My mom knew who I was and what I was, and I'm not gonna listen to. I didn't listen to him since I was a kid. Now, when I want to start smoking weed as I'm growing into an adult, I'm gonna start listening now. You know what I mean? They had to deal with it.
Did you just describe yourself as currently growing into an adult? Are you still growing into adulthood?
Listen, I just started getting my life together like 2 years ago.
Bless you. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, it reached a point of life of, like how much drugs and how many lawyers can you pay for? How many bottles of vodka can you drink? You know what I mean? Or how many friends around you, God forbid, like pass away. And I'm like, yo, I'm 350-pound cokehead so close to the fire. Like, when am I next? But listen, I'm here to fucking medicate and laugh about it and talk about it on stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. And I like how, I forget what it exactly says on the back, but it's...
Medicated, of course.
Yeah.
I started this with my buddy Mateo. He was the camera guy in my old apartment. Small little place I turned into. It looked like a decent kitchen. And like my stupid ass, I was just like, I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't. Oh, there we go. And I was just like, yeah, crumb cake, medicated, of course. And I'd see people in Stop and Shop or at the store, like, yo, medicated, of course. And I'm like, it just became a thing.
Yeah.
And now I can't stop saying it because I get like some sort of Tourette's going and I just can't stop. But I appreciate the shirt. Looks great on you, man.
Oh, thanks. Do you want to see it with me off?
I'm looking at the camera and the way it's positioned, my tits are on like fucking Broad Street. I'm trying to get it down so it's a better angle.
It's so dope. All this seemed to grow for you like super organic. Like everything is one thing came out of another, one thing came out of another. It feels like you didn't force anything. It's just it seems like it seems like it just happened to you, the whole THC thing.
Yeah. Listen, I just go with it. You know what I mean? If you have ideas, you talk about it, you put it out there, and things they're just happening. I'm just going along with it. Who knows what's going to happen? But if nothing happens between now and the time I'm not on this earth, I'm like, that was cool. I had fun. I'm medicating shit. My mom. I'm having people coming over and see how much edibles they can eat. You know what I mean? I have a garden. I never thought I would have a garden in my life. I'm taking the stuff from the garden, medicating it on my other roof, on a flat top grill. My mom with the A-train passing behind me, or in the kitchen, or taking the blueberries I'm growing. I'm throwing them in the edibles I make. Like, it's just the life I live. It's like priceless, man. And like, if nothing ever comes from it, I'm just happy. I'm just fucking. I get up on stage. I fucking tell jokes. I fucking cook with weed with my mom. It's like, it's the best. You know what I mean? I want the end result to be like success. But if it doesn't happen, I'm having fun, man. It's just
that's
great.
Success. That's it. That's part of it, right? You own where you're at. And I was, I was just talking to one of my friends about how, he was trying to plan tours and stuff like that. And I was just like, slow down. We don't know what the next door is. Like, you walk into the next door, and then you see like Ralph, you were saying how it grows organically. And I think sometimes we try to get too far ahead of ourselves, but you just walk into that next door. You get into that next door, and then you see what your options are there too, right? So like you say you miss improvising, but that's what we're always doing is improvising life. And then you go into that next room, and then you see what the next option is, or what the next scene is. But to Tom, Big T, what you're saying too is this follow through. You got to follow, like you have an idea, you don't just put it out there. You got to. I'm talking to myself half the time when I'm saying this shit because it is like you have these ideas and you you got. But it's all about follow through. It's all about follow through.
Yeah, listen, I'm a big energy person. Like even on stage, like some like fucking pipsqueak fucking jerk off. But like, whoa, the energy on that guy after I get on stage. Like, yo, bro, I have one speed, motherfucker. But like the energy that you need to put it out in the atmosphere. You guys maybe smoking a joint, like, yo, we should have a Saturday morning stoner show. The next thing you know, you say it again, the next cipher. The next thing you know, you're waking up on Saturday doing a fucking show. You know what I mean? Like this company, Bake What Your Mama Gave You. I put it in the atmosphere after my friends like, yo, my wife's wearing this hat. You have a company here. And now I'm in the process of trying to trademark it to become a fucking CBD company. You know what I mean? And like people think I'm crazy. Like, you know, I'm like CBD company with a warehouse. I'm gonna sell the best coffee, sell our treats next door, and at night I'm doing comedy. How is it gonna happen without me putting it into the universe and that atmosphere and the energy in the air? And it's coming together. It's in the trademark office. And I have people reaching out to me who I know have money and they want to be a backer, like some Shark Tank shit.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the next step is, you know, but it doesn't happen in your brain. It happens in the universe, in the air, and the energy. I'm serious. I know I sound like a crystal retrograde Mercury sun shit type person, but
you're right though.
the energy, you gotta put it out there.
The world is kinetic. It ain't just happening here.
Speaking of putting stuff out there, Big T, do you happen to know anybody in New York I can get ayahuasca from? I'm thinking about doing
Sean, you're making me miss New York so much now. You guys are legal. You getting ayahuasca? Jeez.
I could definitely ask. My friends. No, hey, listen. We just said, how else is things gonna happen unless you put it in the air? And now watch this week. My boys were like, yo, I don't know if you fuck with it, but I got this ayahuasca shit or whatever. I'm like, yo, my friend, that's how it happens. Yeah. That's how it happens, you know. Yeah. My friend can definitely get the DMT carts where it screws in like a cartridge.
Oh, that's nice. Because
I specifically want to do it because kind of what Ralph was talking about earlier about like having too much anger. It's like I think I might need to, as things open up, I think I might need to reset myself to get a lot of like isolation trauma out of myself. You know what I mean?
That's what you're thinking.
Isolation is
100%, and like it's really a thing. This weird year that we lived in, like. The amount of weight I gained in the last like 2 months, 3 months, not like the whole thing, you know, like it affects everyone different. It's like isolation. Like that's why they put people in solitary confinement to fucking break them. You know what I mean? Like, no. It being in the shower with rapists and murderers. No, that's not bad. I'm going to put you by yourself. You know what I mean? Which one would you rather? In a shower with rapists or murderers or by yourself? Most people are like, no, I don't want to be with the rapists or the murderers. But then when you're by yourself, you're like, you're dying to get raped. Now, maybe not, but fucking just, you know, you're like, oh man, I wish I was showering with other men right now instead of being by myself in the box. You know what I mean? Because you lose your fucking mind.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
especially
say.
especially if they have dominoes. You know? Yeah.
Definitely. Well, before I forget, I did post your Instagram stuff in our feed, so people watching, if you know, they can follow you and everything.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You are having a challenge today, aren't you?
Yes. After this, I have to go downstairs and I have to straighten up a little, get everything in order, read up on some videos on how to fucking work with distillate. I don't know if you guys ever fuck with that.
No.
But we have the milligram challenge today. My mom, who challenged the champion, who holds the crown right now, and my other buddy, who's just an animal. They're all in Florida, but I already had this planned. And I was like, know what? Let me get some more competitors going, me throwing my hat in the ring, and a couple other people off camera. I have my autistic co-host commentary, and a blind comic doing commentary. And it's going to be a scene. And I've worked with distillate before once when I got a sample of it, so it's easy to work with when you're not measuring it. I got a fucking liter of it, so I got a fucking heat gun. I got a water bath, and I think the aesthetics of me working with some clear liquid that it's close to 100% THC, and I'm gonna make some just basic cereal treats with that, just so I can talk. And we're gonna start off with packs of candy, punch bars. I'm gonna have an array of California treats on the counter as I mess with this distillate.
What's the record for the champion? What's King Kong
listen,
doing?
As we're pulling this competition together, and you know, I mean, it's just the beginning. We only did one, but there was good feedback. My one friend, we started off with 600 milligram Nerd Rope, and then a gram of the distillate that comes in the syringe. I don't know if you guys ever saw that before. We squirted that, which is like 100% THC on a 225 milligram.
RSO?
Yeah, similar to that. But and that's a gram of that, you're done. Let alone the Nerd Rope.
Yeah,
let alone squirting that on a punch bar. And then it was the Hanukkah episode, so I was making medicated lockers, I was making Rubens, and he ate it all and was standing at the end. So that's the benchmark right now. So today I'm gonna probably start off with like three packaged goods and maybe one treat of mine, and then start messing with this distillate and then see where I stand and whoever else is challenging and see who's standing at the end.
Amazing.
I gotta make the next one. I hope you do turn it into a monthly or bi-weekly thing.
Yes.
I think this will become a thing. I'm gonna get a belt made, and people, like some people think, oh, I could do that. Like a lot of people reached out to me. It's like, whoa. You got to be humble with these edibles. You know what I mean? Like, this is like an edible is like a 1950s dad, real angry, and just knock the shit out of you. Like, I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? Like, you got to respect the edibles, man. And like some people coming today, I'm like, yo, you got to go. You're not sleeping here. Like, you're not coming to the milligram challenge and then you're staying here. Like, you lost. You got to go.
Speaking of respect, I just somebody sent me some bad news. It looks like DMX had an overdose and is in grave condition.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Damn.
Like last
Jesus.
it happened. Yeah.
Just
Fuck,
I
man.
was just looking at a picture of him before we got on. Whoa!
I love DMX, man.
Yeah.
He's my boy.
Man.
Fuck.
I know where my dog's at right now.
Dog's in grave condition.
Well, prayers for DMX. That's rough. It's more bad.
Oh my god, that's rough. So I mean,
Oh no!
fuck.
Unintentional. Yeah. Well, what else is going on, Kevin? What have we missed in your life since we last saw you?
Oh, my brother just called me from jail.
Oh, how's he doing?
He's being transferred to the jail in Brooklyn.
Hmm.
What's up, Big T?
Yo, what up?
What up, baby? I like the aesthetic, boy. Big T, I promise you might have. It's gonna be whatever you're doing is gonna be popping, bro, in the comedy community. I promise you, you're gonna have big guys go on your shit soon.
Hey, listen, it's just a matter of time. I'm just gonna keep going along. No one's stopping me, and eventually, you know, like you said, someone bigger is gonna get on, and you know, what I mean, big things are gonna happen. You know?
Yeah, but like fucking yeah, my brother's like because you know, COVID doesn't stop with us. It starts. It also is happening in the prisons.
Yeah.
So basically, they got everybody in solitary confinement.
Oh, geez.
Everybody.
Oh, that's
It's you and your bunkie for 22 hours a day, just in a room, in a 4x4 room, bro. Right? My brother said he showered 20 times in the last 30 days.
what?
Right? They really fucking those guys over. I'm talking about guys who like did some petty shit, you know. My brother sold a little bit of crack for the first time. You know what I mean? Like, he don't deserve to do 2.5 years in solitary confinement.
No, man.
You know?
Damn.
Well, fuck. It's good that he's calling and like talking about it, but it's still got to be rough, even though he's yeah.
I wish
Have they
I had that.
vaccinated? Have they vaccinated there in the jails yet?
I think that's the first. Honestly, I just no, I don't think so. But I feel like that should be the first people. Because like
Right.
at least one of them. I know they're prisoners, but they're still human beings, and they're being treated like animals, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
legit animals.
Yeah.
And they're in
Let's-
such a high risk area. Situation.
Let's reform instead of punishing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Let's be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's just do crack too. I mean, just speaking about Kevin's brother, I mean, like, I ain't got no problems with that.
Yeah,
The person wants
he
to do
didn't
crack,
like
let him do
force
some
the
crack.
crack on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But my
most
brother
people
was
that want
also the worst drug dealer in the world. You know,
What do you
Like,
do?
how do you not have a like if you're gonna sell crack, at least be good enough where like you have lawyer money to get you out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's all. That's the only thing I blame my brother for. Like, yo, bro, how do you not stash some money away?
Yeah. Yeah.
the profit margin on crack has to be through the roof. I mean,
Business. I like it. He's thinking business.
Yeah.
well, listen, I hope your brother fucking makes it through and just hopefully being in Brooklyn, they give you some rights and maybe see him. I don't even know how that fucking works with this COVID shit and visitations, or
No,
hopefully this gets
visitation.
out soon. Damn, man.
None. And 22. I mean, like we were all quarantined for months. Some of us live with roommates, and we were quarantined basically in our rooms for a couple of weeks. You know, imagine 2 years of that shit.
Right.
I mean, a year of that shit. You know, that shit is just wild. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring the Stony Morning
That's
show
all right.
down. Like
I'm just thinking about Jay, because that's all I ever see Jay in that little room. I know how small that thing is. I'm just thinking he's just been
Yeah.
sitting out there for last year.
Yeah. He's got, I mean, he at least has a dog with him, but the dog is probably like, God, I've been with this guy for months.
I think the dog's really stoned all the time. He's always sleeping.
The dog's like, can we switch it up from peanut butter to almond butter? Come on.
Yeah.
Almond butter, it's so unhealthy.
Yeah. For those of you watching who don't get that reference, I think I think Big T is talking about JQ's balls, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm just being an idiot. I just burnt down this fucking pre-roll. I'm feeling good.
Oh,
Big
good.
day today. I was in my head last night because it's a lot of milligrams. I was trying to go to bed and I was thinking about everything I was going to eat today. And I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck. Like, I got invited to my sister-in-law's family's Easter party. Like, people started inviting me to things, and I'm like saying, yeah. I'm like, I'm going to be a bag of shit. I might just show up and just put on a show. Who knows?
Yeah.
I see you
not
smoking
smoke
before you're doing the
or-
edible. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
I'm
Jay's-
smoking a
I
cannon.
think
You need to.
What'd you say?
you're hitting it before you get to the edibles, huh?
Well, just a little
Got it.
wake and bake, get the blood moving, you know?
Yeah.
You need an appetite. You can't just go into this shit.
Yeah. You gotta stretch.
What are you gonna have?
You gotta stretch. You gotta limber up.
Yeah.
See, I'm game to go deep, but I also, like you said, I'm humble about the medibles. I used to be, when I was in California, I was living out in California. I was working at a dispensary, and I wasn't smoking when I was younger. So they liked me because I was brand new to the game, but I wasn't afraid to go deep. So they would have me trying before they had milligrams listed on it. It would just be 2x, 5x, all that stuff. And they would just say, all right, we got new Rice Krispies. You want to try it? And they'd have me test it out and give them a scale based off of like a fair scale. But man, there's been some times where I just got stuck. You're just sitting in a. I love it. One time I got stuck on. He just gave me some drops, and I was stuck there for like 2 hours, and my boss just opened the door. He said, "Lex, everything is temporary," and he just left. And it made everything better. It just was like, "Oh yeah, all right, I could move again."
What's fucked up about that is that's good advice, but it's also advice that could like trip you up and like
Yeah,
freak
I
you
was about
out.
to say.
During one of those, yeah. I came up with a game that I want to try real quick. It's called
All right.
Unrelated Updates, and all you do is you tell two things that you're going to be doing later today, but then you say that they're unrelated. But by doing that, it makes them sound related. Okay, and all right. I'll do the first one. So later today, I have to go buy underwear and go to a birthday party. Those are unrelated.
That's good. I like
Yeah.
that.
Who's got unrelated updates? Anyone?
I'm gonna be editing a movie, like some film that and I'm also gonna have sex with my girlfriend tonight. But they're unrelated, completely unrelated. Completely unrelated.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And true.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found out she has a wig.
I'm gonna be later on today. I'm gonna be driving into Waco, Texas. I'll also be getting completely naked, but they're unrelated.
Ralph, I like that Ralph checked with the audience on that one, which for him is behind him. It looked like he didn't get the response he wanted.
Kevin, you want to go next? We're gonna skip Jay. Kevin, you want to go next?
Oh.
What are you doing later today?
Skip Jay? You can't skip Jay.
I don't think Kevin was raising his hand. I think he was just checking on where he was at the moment.
I'm stalling for Jay because I know how high Jay is right now, so I'm stalling for him to think.
I am super high. Unrelated to all of this, I'll be taking a shit this afternoon.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go eat some. I don't know. Unrelated.
Sushi? Cut off.
Thank God. Thank God.
Cut off. It's cut off. Whatever that last word was, it cut off, Jay.
Cut off, yeah.
What are you eating?
But that's unrelated.
What? Oh,
What were you eating?
it's over. It's over.
All right.
It was in the moment.
Well,
You had to
I'll
hear
tell you,
it.
if Jay said that he was taking a shit and eating and it was related, that would be bothersome. That would be.
But Jay, we're talking about things that we're going to be doing, so it's not over. You can't just say like it's in the moment and it's over because it's not over.
I'm gonna be eating cereal later on.
Okay, good. In a way, it is unrelated because the shit you take has nothing to do with the food that you will eventually be eating. There's nothing to do. Yeah.
What a thought! Oh my God!
How about
The shit you've already taken has nothing to do with the food you will eat.
Listen, sometimes I have leftover food because we waste 60% of our food.
Yeah.
And I had this chicken once, and I live on the beach, and I'm like, I want to throw it in the water to give the fish something to eat, even though it's rotten chicken. You know what I mean? Like they're animals. And then I was thinking, if I threw that in the water, the fish ate some, and then some guy's fishing right next to me, and he catches that fish, would he get salmonella from eating that fish because the fish just ate the raw chicken? It was just a high thought I had one time, and you guys just made me think of it with the food you're eating and shitting. Like,
it's nice. It's nice that you prevented yourself from throwing a rotten chicken in the water because you thought about some hypothetical dude that would get negatively affected by it. What a good,
That's it.
very Buddhist of you. Yeah.
I also got freaked out by the potential of a bird eating the chicken. Now they're a cannibal.
Did you?
The video of those young kids in California look like Venice putting the Maalox and the Pringles, and then it's an old video. It's a classic, and they throw it on the beach, and the birds are shitting on everyone. It's something out of the movie. It's one of the best videos ever.
It really is pretty fantastic. Yeah.
Did you guys? I'm gonna have to look that up. Did you guys, when you were growing up, did people tell you that if you fed Alka-Seltzer to birds, their stomachs would explode?
Yes.
I wanted to see that, but I didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Like I kind of wanted.
You told everybody just to hopefully get somebody.
I wanted one of my friends to do it so I could be like, man, that's not cool. But then to also see it, I never saw it. I never saw it.
I understand that.
Yeah. Never did it.
Kevin, do you want to still play the unrelated game?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go get a massage. Pussy later, but they're both unrelated.
Big T.
I'm gonna be answering texts, telling people I'm coming. I'm on my way. As I'm screaming out the window, where the fuck is this Uber Eats with my food? When is he fucking coming?
Yeah.
Because people should know I have a milligram challenge. You're not meeting me after 1 o'clock today. And I can't stop ordering fucking Uber Eats, my fucking fat ass.
What's your go-to on Uber Eats?
There's where I moved to in Rockaway. It's close enough to the bridge where I get Howard Beach, so I can get Cold Stone, everything over there. I get everything in Rockaway, and it goes to far Rockaway to like Long Island. There's some sort of Haagen-Dazs warehouse or some shit where they pack any Haagen-Dazs you want. And sometimes I order like $200 worth of Haagen-Dazs.
Wow.
It's bad. It's bad, man. It's bad.
But like $45 of that Haagen-Dazs is like the service fee and the tip.
No, you're right. It is expensive. But then you have ice cream for breakfast, and next thing you know, you have fucking nice tits, and it's a fucking problem right now.
You do have nice tits.
Every time I hear the place Howard Beach, Biohazard always comes into my head. Howard Beach. Have you guys ever heard Biohazard?
Yeah, not that song though. No.
I've heard of them, but I've not heard that.
Yeah, they have a song called Howard Beach, and
What was that movie from the '90s, the late '90s? Judgment Night.
Yep, that's the only way I know them is from that soundtrack.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a killer soundtrack, man.
It was hip hop and rock.
Yeah, the mashup, Cypress Hill. I think it was Cypress Hill and Biohazard. They have a song on that album?
I don't know.
think so.
Well, Cypress Hill did have it, but I don't know if they were Biohazard. I gotta look it up while we do.
we're nailing this Judgment Night trivia round.
Oh, we're talking about stuff that didn't matter with what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Wasn't Dennis Leary in that movie?
Yeah, I was about to say, who's in that movie?
Emilio
He was.
Estevez.
Oh,
That might have been Pete Dennis Miller from Suicide Kings, Judgment Night, and the Asshole song. Oh, and he was on MTV.
you know,
Biohazard actually did Judgment Night the song, so they got the titular line.
Yeah.
And they
I'm gonna say it's
Judgment Night. Judgment
It's
Night.
funny
Go
to
ahead, Rob.
confuse Dennis Leary and Dennis Miller. They're two. I would like to see them work on something together.
A lot of Dennis. Cypress Hill was with Sonic Youth. I love you, Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
You know, speaking of Emilio Estevez, you got two kinds of Emilio Estevez movies. You got hockey movies and not hockey movies. Think of a movie that doesn't fall in one of those two categories. You can't do it.
You can't.
That movie Men at Work was a low-key classic in my childhood. It was fucking hilarious.
Not hockey. Not hockey.
And that's the only time the brothers worked, right?
Maybe.
Was it?
Is that the only thing they did together?
That's the only one I know of.
Wow. Yeah.
Maybe Hot Shot Part 2.
Was Emilio in there?
Every time I think of Emilio Estevez now, I think of Patrice O'Neal's joke at a roast with when he talked to Charlie Sheen, and he said you can't keep a Sheen down. He was how appreciative he was about saying "fuck you" to the business, and how they couldn't keep a Sheen down, but you could keep a Estevez down apparently.
I gotta say, if I had to choose my favorite brother, I think I would go with Emilio. I think he's my favorite one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That Tiger Blood era Charlie Sheen, man, that was something else. The world was on fire, man. That guy set the world on fire by himself.
I think it's fine. I think those are fun tweets to read, but it's not anything I would want to be next to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the same room as that.
You don't want to be ordering food with him, you know?
You know how great you gotta be?
What's that, Kevin?
How great you have to be to fuck women with full-blown AIDS and not get called out during the Me Too movement. You know how iconic you need to be for that to be the case?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, bro. He was fucking girls with full-blown AIDS.
Tiger blood.
Tiger Blood. That's what he meant.
Tiger blood.
That's what he meant.
No, it's a good point, Kev. It's a good point. A strong point. Strong point.
Yeah.
Wild.
There's a lot of celebrities I can think of that I'm like, man, I love. They're exciting to watch. I would never want to hang out with them. There's a lot I can think of like that. And so what would you rather? Someone who's like less exciting to watch, but you're like, man, they seem cool. I'd like to hang out with them. Or someone who's like real fucking rad, but you're like, I never want to be in the same room.
Well, I like interesting people, but there's nothing like seeing somebody on meth hang out. It's really fun to watch if they're not your friend.
Yeah. That's
and not your house, and not your house either.
Yeah, not your house.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Those meth pictures of like Stacy in like '98 and Stacy in like 2005 after meth, like they show like 6 pictures of her on the decline. It's so sad. It's like, yo, Stacy, you are hot. Now you got fucking scabs on your face.
I would say that the best place to see somebody not a friend do meth is when you're on vacation. Because then
unrelated.
No, because then it triggers that sort of like, thank God I'm home. Once you're back home, it's you're like you need one bad thing to happen on a vacation, so it's like, thank God I'm back home.
What if that person then, when you go to the bathroom in your house, is in your bathroom?
Well, then you're on something.
You're on meth. Yeah, you're on meth.
And you've gotten on the meth.
I set myself up here, and nothing even like too crazy. I'm talking a fucking portable bidet and a detachable shower head, and like I can't even go away anymore. I feel dirty 70-80% of the time. How is my fat ass gonna fucking spray water from the shower head on my fat ass without a detachable shower head? And how did that happen? And I got a bidet. Hello, Tushy. People fight over toilet paper. I'm like, you fucking animals. Even if you're a good wiper, it's like I can't go away anymore without feeling fucking dirty. Does anyone else have this issue, or it's a fucking personal thing?
Lex knows what you're talking about. He lives in Thailand.
In Bum Gun Central, they call it a bum gun. They have a little water hose, so it's like a detached bidet that you gotta go around back and wash up. And it is fantastic. It's the best thing. It's the best thing. My asshole has never been cleaner. I feel great all the time. And sometimes I'll just go and sit on it just for shits and giggles. Literally shits and giggles. You know?
Big T, I promise you this, that if you ever come to visit me and you're in my apartment, I will have a bidet in my bathroom before you get here. Because that's also a gift for myself too. I feel like I should make that move.
It's life changing, man. Life changing.
Big T, can I ask you a question about the My Tushy? Do you, like, let's say somebody takes a shit in your place, right? Like they blow up your bathroom. Are they allowed to use it?
Yeah. Well, the co-host, who's besides being on the spectrum, he has like a fucking sleeve of medical things on his wrist of like, he has a lot of fucking medical issues. He's like, Tommy, I gotta go. It's violent. I'm like, it's violent. What kind of diarrhea is violent? I heard explosive. And like he goes in there. I'm almost like a bathroom attendant. Like I keep a track in my head if I have people over. Like, all right, they went in, like, and they were in there for 10 minutes. Now I can't go and sit on it. I gotta go and clean it. I go in, I spray everything, even the fucking handle.
Okay,
like
so
I'm crazy like that.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking about I used a My Tushy once at a podcast studio, and then like after I finished, I was like, that was amazing. I was so happy. My asshole felt so clean. But then I was like, man, like, why would I use the My Tushy at the studio? There's like at least 100 asses have been on this shit. It doesn't look that clean. That water up my ass. I have COVID now. Like this is.
You know what I might do if I get one, and I might put out like a tip jar on my toilet.
There you go.
With a little note that's just like, my little tushy is not complimentary. There's a suggested donation.
Big T, do you wipe still?
I'm here for the environment, bro.
Yo, so you just get up, do you like shake your butt?
No, I pat dry. I pat dry.
Pat dry. Okay.
Yeah.
But with like your hands?
No, either not toilet paper. It's too thin. Usually I get like paper towels or something along those lines.
Okay.
You have an asshole towel that
Excuse
you
me?
use? Do you have an asshole towel, like a pat dry towel? No, like
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you repeat yourself? I'm
a
sorry
small
about that.
towel.
Yeah, they also have these bamboo ones.
You can also use a dirty sock.
A towel,
yeah.
a sock dedicated to asshole water. Yeah, I've gotten up. I'll get up after with towel-less because I know it's so hot here. My asshole is going to be sweaty anyway, so I'll just ride that out if I have to.
Those socks that you know, speaking of like recycling and reusing and reducing and all that stuff, those socks that get a hole in them that you would normally throw out, that's what you can use to pat your asshole dry. Socks with a little hole in it.
You could just
You can resell those socks, Sean. We can make this a business. It's socks with a hole in it.
Business
I like
venture.
it. It does make sense.
Socks with a hole in it. It's ... It's for your asshole.
Yeah. I was living so wrong for so long, and like I used to work for UPS. Like you just destroy clothes, socks with holes in them, shirts with like yellow stains under the arm, and I'm like, you know what? The homeless needs clothes too. Like even if it's not the best clothes, they need layers for the winter. Like this will help them a little bit. And I would give it to homeless people. And this girl was with me one time. She's like, "You're giving them boxers with holes in them," and then like broke it down. And then I realized I'm like, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Like cum stained boxers and everything else. I'm like, they need it. They're poor. And I'm like, fuck, I should have been not giving them stuff with tags on it because it doesn't fit me.
Nice. You evolved. Yeah.
They might have just used it for their asshole anyway. So,
I think we made a sale of My Little Tushy from people watching because Samantha B said she wants to get one of those.
ooh.
I might as well.
Hey, listen, remember?
I had to ask my girlfriend, who's Thai, how do you know when you're done with bum gun? You know, like how do you know when you're finished? She said it's when she climaxes. So sorry, that was
well, the blind comic on today. You know what I mean? You always have to ask them. How do they know? You know, is it like protocol 3 dry, 1 wet? You know what I mean? Like,
yo, I would love to know. I would love to know the answer to that. How do they know when they're done wiping?
you can't smell it.
Oh.
oof.
Do you think all blind people go from shit to shower?
If choice, we all do, right? You know, if you get that choice.
Yeah, if I have the choice, I'm gonna go shit to shower.
I think that, and
I hate going. Sorry, Sean.
I'm not
Go ahead,
positive, but you know, they say that when you lose a sense, all of your other senses are heightened.
Yeah.
So I bet that you just know when you're done wiping. I bet you just know.
Huh.
Some real daredevil shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been wiping my ass for at least 25 years. By my right? I still gotta look. I don't just know. I still gotta be like, oh, and I'm always surprised, by the way.
yeah. Well, either way, whether it's clean or not. Yeah.
Either way, clean or not. I'm like, oh shit. I thought that was gonna be disgusting, and then there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And then
the middle of
you got leaky butt. You just keep wiping.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
You know that you know that like shock when you wipe and you look and there's no poop there? Man, one time I wiped and I looked and the toilet paper was gone. There was nothing there.
My friend, this heavy girl, I was 69 once, and I seen a piece of toilet paper like sort of towards the crack of the fucking butthole, and it skeeved me out so much.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happened, you know. Big
I like it. They look like little joints, you know.
Yeah.
That's
what they should teach you in sex ed. They should prepare you for that.
That would be nice, actually. Yeah.
Lex has a good story about how he used to work with a bunch of like younger kids, like 20-year-olds, and you told them like one day you will lick a butthole. Right?
Yeah. It was one of those things. They were just the kid was just thought it was so gross. But I'm like, you're gonna decide that. By the way, she's not gonna ask. That's the odd thing. You're shaking your head no, but you're gonna do it, and it's gonna be your choice. And she doesn't even want you to do it. She'll think it was fine.
When's the first time you ate ass?
The first time I had a chance, I think. It was right. It was pretty quick. But I didn't mark it in my calendar. I got to check the ledger, Jay. We got to check the ledger on that.
I was a fresh 16-year-old lad eating ass. Fresh 16, boy.
Wow.
Yeah, my
I got March 13th, 1986.
Definitely,
I will
late
say
90s for me.
I will say it's the reverse though. Like us men, we want to lick the ass without the request, but if you want your asshole licked, you have to ask. And I feel like that's kind of.
I mean, I think that's changing though. That's changing, bro. These girls go for it now. These girls live boys. Yo, I'm living a wild life out here, bro. Yo, I swear to God, I'm not even shitting you. I'm trying to like reform a little bit because like it's getting out of hand, right? Like I was messaging this girl with sexting, right? And I swear to God, she goes, "Yo, daddy, I wanna put whipped cream on your dick, your balls, and your asshole, and I want you to fart the whipped cream in my face." She texted me that, right? And I'm thinking, like, I didn't even bat an eye. Like, it didn't even like, oh, this bitch is crazy. That's disgusting. I was like, oh, how could I do this? Like, what should I eat? So, like, it just, you know what I mean? Yo, bro,
it fantasy happen.
Burritos.
They got chocolate flavored whipped cream too to make the whole fucking aesthetics.
Give it a Yo, I just started admitting that I get my butt ate. I just started admitting that.
Yeah.
So you're becoming yourself. You're becoming more and more yourself.
Well, I am becoming more and more. I'm becoming like I don't care anymore. Like, why do I care what my buddies think about me and my sexuality? Isn't that weird? That like I can't believe I ever cared about that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing I won't
that judgment goes right out the window when you get your booty hole licked. That's exactly. That's
one of my good friends who's probably watching this right now. We grew up together, and then he made a joke. It was like a year ago. This is how it was just a year ago. He goes, "Yo, Kev, tell me you're not one of these guys that like his dye changed." And it took a second for it to register. And what he was saying was, "Tell me you're not one of these guys that get their legs pinned back to the back of their head so he can get his asshole ate."
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I completely lied to him. Yo, I was like, "Of course, I'm not that guy." But let's be real. If you're here today, you know I'm that guy right now.
And look how happy your friend is. Just look how happy he is right now.
Exactly. Look how happy I am. Right now, yo. I be putting these girls in a fucking triangle choke out here to eat my butt. So.
The girls would be even happier if you had a Hello Tushy.
That should be the ad.
There it is.
My Little Tushy could be doing the world two good deeds by like normalizing dudes who like to get their asshole licked, and by selling this product that is good for the environment. They could be doing two things.
Wonders. They could be doing wonders right now.
Yeah.
They could win a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
It is. I love that the world is like I have a love-hate relationship with the world, allowing like loving fetishes and like being open to it, right? Because on one hand it feels like, oh, this is good. We can stop being so sexually repressed, and then on the other hand, you hear some weirdo shit, and I'm like, I'm just not for. Like when the same girl that wanted me to fart a whipped cream on her butt. She was like, yo, I want to suck on my toes. And I was like, no self-respecting woman should ever suck on my toes.
On your toes. Yeah.
But listen, people always like, let's say people are against eating ass. But like, no, I lick my girl's toes. Like, yo, she's cleaning her ass in the shower. She ain't levitating off the ground and letting all the dirt go off her, not touching her feet. All
Say
the
it again,
stuff
Big
coming
T.
out of her. Yo, all the armpit, the asshole, it drops to the floor where the feet are. You know what I mean? So the asshole is cleaner than the fucking foot.
Sean, are you writing this down?
We are.
I hope
am.
we're writing this down. All right, please.
I'm taking notes.
This is good stuff.
I'm dying
Keep it
here.
going. Keep it going.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
I'm not.
good.
Hey guys, I'm not here. This is. I was just messaging Ralph that I hope he feels better. He had to dip out because he said he wasn't feeling good or something. You know.
Yeah, me too.
That means that was cold. I got to take a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why we hiding for Ralph, but he had to take a mean shit. He'd be back.
I've done that once on this show, and I didn't tell anybody, but I did take my phone into the bathroom so I could watch.
Oh, look at how sweet you are.
I didn't want to miss anything. Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
Now my friends just FaceTime me on the shitter.
Oh.
My friends just like, yeah.
I think that's not a good friend. That's not a good friend.
I've FaceTimed Lex, and he's answered the phone with his asshole spread.
Yeah, but that's different.
And I'm like
that's
looking
different.
at the camera.
That was different.
I'm like, what is that? What the fuck is that? And then I'm like,
That's different.
I realize it. I'm like, oh fuck.
Jay, but I would never disrespect you by calling you while I was on the toilet.
That's a friend. That is a friend.
I forgot I did that. That's fucked up that I forgot that I did that.
I remembered it. It scarred me.
I think that was the point. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you weren't doing it for you, Lex. You were doing it for Jay.
For Jay, yeah.
If anybody's watching and wants to share an unrelated update, go do so in the chat. Go for it. They got to be unrelated. Oh, and, JQ, Vato the Gato said that they were watching, and I sent him the Zoom link. I told him to come on if he's still watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In case he comes, so nobody's surprised.
Yo, Big T.
Yo.
Fucking. So you've been doing the show for a minute, right?
The THC TV?
Yeah.
Probably like we started 3 years ago. I was in a bad relationship for a year, and then and working on a new camera guy, and then I moved into the spot I'm in now. And we started it up in around April or May.
Why was the relationship bad? If you don't mind sharing.
She was putting her hands on me. She was crazy. She was
fucking you up.
And yeah, like threw a KitchenAid mixer at my head, like
what?
Like in the middle of the night. Yeah, and like those are heavy. The bottom's like fucking cast off or some shit. Just and like I grow up like if like there was a certain point like my dad like at a certain age you're not touching me. My brother were fighting all the time. I went to public school my whole life. You touch me, we're fighting, and I can't with a girl. And like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be running out of my own place with my book bag, not even a shirt on sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it was fucked up. But I got a lot of material out of it. Yeah, I had to hit her with my car once. Long
you
story.
have to hit her.
Hey, we've all been there.
Big T, have you ever been in a little area of writer's block and you haven't been able to think of material and you've thought about calling up your ex-girlfriend just to ask, hey, what would you do to me? New ideas.
She's done enough where I don't even need it's the gift that keeps on giving, man.
Oh yeah.
Like I have so much and I need time to really get it all out because it was a wild year. It was wild.
Is she of Latina descent?
I wanted to
almost. She's an Italian from Howard Beach. Similar, very similar.
Very similar right there from Howard Beach.
And how about
this? Name? I'm talking to a girl from Howard Beach. What's her name? Just so I could avoid. I'm dead serious. I'm talking to a girl from Howard Beach. She seems kind of Italian.
I can't say it. Like,
no, I'm joking.
Her name's Karen.
This Big T, this woman, did your mom ever like her? Like, what was your mom's first impression of her? Do you remember?
My mom's just cool. She's not very judgmental, you know. So
Reminds me a lot of me.
Oh no!
Oh, his shit
no.
died. His fucking phone died.
Oh,
Well, he left on a good note talking about his mom.
Oh,
Yeah. Saying how cool she is. We do need to get more moms on this show. I feel like we could use more mom energy.
Yeah.
that's a different show, Kevin.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Just
show.
don't-
I started dating. I'm 29, so like a lot of the girls I'm
You're a
meeting,
motherfucker. You're a motherfucker
I'm a
now.
motherfucker, bro. And but I try to be I'm more respectful to single mothers, yo. I really try to be. I try to be understanding as fuck, because I grew up with a single mother. But I also know that I'm doing the kids a service when I go and I give their mother some dick, because like I always wish my mom got some dick. So I was like, yo, bitch, you're just not a person I would like. Be a better person. Go fuck out there, B.
Yeah.
I always leave the kids a card, like a "You're welcome" card as they leave. As they leave the house. You're welcome, kid.
I take one of their toys. I'm like, you're still coming out ahead. You're still winning.
I add them on Xbox Live, and I really talk shit to them.
Can you
I'll
imagine?
drop some knowledge.
Can you imagine? There's somebody. This probably has to happen a lot, where somebody is dating a single mom and they're connected to the kids on Xbox Live, and when the relationship ends, the dude has to disconnect from the kid.
Yeah.
On that probably happens, right?
Sure.
Hey, sorry guys, I got disconnected.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm so technically not savvy.
Big T, when you started baking and cooking with it, I'm sure you were experimenting and doing a lot of things, but what was the one dish or one item that you made was just like, oh, I can use it with this? Like, was there a big, just like, oh, I could do sushi, or I don't know.
Well, the original was the classic, just Fruity Pebble cereal treat. You know, I mean, that was just the original thing I made, and just classic. You know, fucking Fruity Pebbles. You know.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, I had in 2 weeks I'm having another one, a puff puff pass supper. I used to smoke the volcano, you know, the vape bag that fills up. At the end of the day, that's a turkey bag that you cook a turkey in for moisture and all this other stuff.
Oh.
So I did some research. I put all like the vegetables on the bottom, and I put a chicken in. So now all that THC from that bag, when it goes in the oven, it fucking the bag heats up. The THC becomes drops down onto the fucking chicken, which is all fucking fatty skin, which what the THC loves. And now all the vegetables are medicated. And I made a medicated chicken. Like, that was the second thing I made with all the trimmings. The gravy was fucking medicated. And then at the puff past supper, I put chicken wings in there, and then used all the juice, and then made a hot sauce. So
Oh my God.
some sort of yeah.
I'm so hungry. I'm so stoned. I'm so hungry.
Hey, here's Vado the Gato.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What up?
what up?
How's it going? I just woke up.
We're here with Kevin. We're here with Big T, and you're on the West Coast, so you're starting your day off right.
Yeah.
He's in Vancouver, Washington.
I'm so excited to actually get back on here again. Last time I talked to you, I think we were on 200, and it was about 100 days ago.
Oh.
Yeah, because now we're on episode 220 something when I first got on here with you guys. Now we're on episode 326, 327.
Almost there.
Almost there.
May 1st.
A show a day, right? Every day.
Yeah, May 11th. May 11th is the last day. Golly, where am I at? $6,748 is what we raised.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's
Awesome,
insane.
awesome.
There it is.
All right.
if nobody knows, check it. He follow him on Instagram. He runs a show called The Porno Party. I show up sometimes. They basically just play games, hang out. It's all about positivity and also raising money for good causes. So definitely give Vato the Gato a follow.
Hell yeah. Follow all you guys. I do, at least. I creep on your guys' pages.
Does anybody put anything on their social media that they don't want creeped on? Probably everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a risque photo out there that I hope no one finds.
Oh,
yeah.
They just took down one of my fucking photos. It was a collage of Tom, Dick, and Harry. My 95-year-old neighbor that would come on the show. His name is Harry, and I took the guy who was in jail with the huge cock, and I put my logos over his cock, and someone took it down today. I thought you feel so fucking violated, man. It's like, yo, it's blurred out with my logos. Like, what the fuck?
sorry, man.
I actually, Sean, I remember the only time I've ever been embarrassed about having something on my social media was I had to teach. I had to teach in Thailand for when COVID was happening. I got stuck. And I started teaching, and some of the kids got my Instagram, and I forgot that I had pictures of my ass when I was like a birthday. It was like a birthday picture of me, so I took a picture of my. So it was just a little, ass picture, and they're like, "Teacher, teacher, what the fuck?"
They found it?
Yeah, they found it. Oh,
They
pretty quick too. Yeah, pretty quick.
Whoa.
Yeah, and we were just, and then
Not fun.
Hey, fellas,
they're gonna see ass eventually.
I got people showing up in an hour.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I gotta prep. I gotta watch another video on how to make this distillate malleable because it doesn't fucking move in the bottle. And I gotta shower. I gotta wake up.
Yeah.
But listen, I appreciate you guys having me on and wearing promoting the show with the shirt and talking about the milligram challenge. And if you guys ever want me on anytime or need anything from me, I'm always gonna say yes if I can.
I'm gonna drink your iced tea tomorrow. I'm gonna have some of your iced tea tomorrow.
Awesome.
Film it.
Well, thank you guys so much, and hopefully I
today.
survive today to maybe be on the show in the future again.
Big
But stay
T, love
tuned
you,
for
brother.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Good meeting you, Big King.
Yeah, I'll see you this week, Kev.
Yep, we're gonna see each other this
Yeah.
week, boy.
Chipotle medicated wings. Let's go. Medicated, of course.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hi guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.
How much you up to now, Bato the Gato? What you said, over 6,000?
Yeah, we're at $6,748.28, 22 cents.
I like that they're giving you pennies.
That's great.
Oh, it's an exchange rate for different countries.
Oh, that's right.
We had Australians donate, people from England. Canadians can't donate for some reason, but we figured out a way to go over it. They just cash at me, and we throw it right there in front of them. So if at any time we get any money from any of our followers or anything like that, we really try to make it a point to make sure they're on the live when we actually donate it. So that way it's just all said and done. Because we don't share any of the footage. So it's all, as soon as it's over, and then we'll start transitioning into our podcast.
Yeah.
How are you ashamed to? Do you ever get your butthole licked? Have you ever? Just to get it out there.
I'm very proud of my ex-wife. I think with sexuality and just in general, when I first came on, I forget who said it. I just got on. I was on the pooper, and then they said that when they wiped, the toilet paper was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I wiped, my phone was in the toilet. But when it got into conversations about sexuality, that's kind of what the Porno Party is all about. It's an open platform, so we have all types of people from all walks of life come through, and I try to get a better understanding of everybody. I feel like I have a good ability to de-escalate situations, from my military background up to just management positions in the several different industries that I was in. de-escalating situations is kind of key for me, just to move about. I'm very, how do I say it? Open with my sexuality. Like, I'm not afraid to tell anybody what it's like, but I'm also not afraid to play gay chicken.
Mhm.
So I mean,
Well, you in the military, right? What branch?
Air Force.
Air Force, yeah. I was in the Army. We played gay chicken way too much.
There you go. Yeah. I was in Kuwait with a couple devil dogs. That's not the same. Like, after I joined the wrong branch. Because with all the devil dogs, to their all the Marines, their jokes are, whoo, like, they make me contemplate life. Like, oh, is it bad if I laugh?
I used to have a sergeant. We used to take sexual harassment and rape prevention, right?
Yeah.
Like these courses you have to take every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, the guy in charge of this course would be like, it'd be a bunch of dudes. It'd be like everybody in that room was a guy, and he'd be like, "Okay, everybody, anybody know why we're here? Put your little dick beaters up. Put your little dick beat." I'm like, "Yo, this is a sexual. You're the sexual harassment guy.
Right.
You're gonna be starting this shit off with put your little dick beaters up."
You know what I bet it's for? It might be by design, and it might be to speak to the people who really do need to hear the lesson. Yeah. It might open their ears up to it. Maybe. I don't know.
Yo, man.
Positive thinking, Sean. I like it.
Maybe, yeah. Where that kind of comes from, I had this job once where we had to go through for training, and there was just like 80 people in a room, and the trainers were very mean. Like, they didn't want to be here. They were like, we can cut you for any reason and stuff. It was like they made it not fun, but I realized that all of the employees got along more, and I was like, maybe they're doing that on purpose. I don't know.
It's like if an alien came to Earth, it would solve world peace.
Yeah.
It's
right.
like my relationship with my dad. He was always mean to me, but I still loved him. Right.
Right. Yeah. Well, we have like 3 minutes left. Does anybody have closing thoughts, or I don't know, anything they want to
plug anything more?
Yeah, I want to put it out there again. I want to find ayahuasca in New York. There's a place in Orlando that does it, but it's pricey. I'd rather do it here.
What is it?
Ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca. Okay. Ayahuasca.
Yeah. They do have. I know there is. I knew of a place that was doing ceremonies in Brooklyn.
Yeah. I knew that there were. Hopefully, there still are.
Meetup.
Sure, there might be something going on at the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors.
Where's that?
Check that out. They might do ceremonies there.
Where's that?
That's Alex Gray's. It's I think it's up in like Westchester County or something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll look that up. All right, what else do you guys got?
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you guys. I know I overstood my welcome, but I just wanted to
That's great.
You are actually as welcome as we
welcomed you.
Yeah, right.
I love Stone and Morning Show. You guys are fucking awesome. People want to listen, follow me at It's Kevin Sanchez on Instagram and on Twitter, and follow up Doped Up and Dying podcast if you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks for copping on. Thanks for hanging out too, man.
Yeah.
And I hope that girl. I like how Kevin said he didn't let that girl break up with him. By the way, we didn't talk about it, but he didn't. He kept that door shut.
No, I'm gonna call her right now and say.
All right.
Hey.
Give her a chance to win me over. No, I'm kidding. All right.
Good luck, man.
Good there, brother.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. You guys are fucking amazing, man.
John, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me the last minute, man. I really appreciate it. Like, I've like wanted to collab with y'all. I got some ideas. I got to pitch it up and write it up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because being as theatrical as I am, I got some shit coming up. So
Good.
Super excited.
All right, keep in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man.
and
Good luck.
Give
Good
him a
luck.
follow. Vato the Gato.
Oh yeah, that. Follow
on
that.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll shoot y'all a follow too.
Check out the porno party every day until May
May
1st.
11th.
Right?
May
May
11th.
11th. Oh, that's it. I knew there was a one in
Jeez,
there.
I love y'all.
Yeah.
All right. Love you too, man.
Bye. How do I get out of here? Do I just disconnect?
You're as welcome as we want you to be. We're signing off anyway. Sean, I miss you, buddy.
Yeah.
Enjoy that New York weed, guys. Congratulations.
We're pretty excited. Yeah.
And
I'm really stoned today.
Yeah.
Really stoned.
good job, Jay.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to end it, but thanks for watching, everybody. Stoner Morning